If there was one Evo I could unlock to help me push ladder, 100% Executioner. People come in my stream all the time and are like, hey, what's your favorite card? What's your favorite Evo? And I honestly am very much shifting towards Evo Xe. And that's as a Lava Hound player. The Executioner is just so insanely strong as an Evo that it's the knockback, in case you don't know what it does, extra bonus damage and knockback. It's being used at #1 in the world in this current deck. Can we stop gooning? It is being used at #1 in the world right now as one of the decks that was popular and good last season. And that's interesting to me because a lot of the decks that were good last season kind of fell off because they got balance changed out of the meta. And although it's still early season, there's a lot of decks that have just completely shifted the meta. And this one is still in it and still very powerful. And a lot of that is due to the Evo Xe. But we're going to have some fun with the Boss Bandit today. Don't you get it twisted. We're having fun with the Boss Bandit, regardless of how well the Xe does. So I'll go into the Ram Rider here too, since we're going to finish off the Miner. We'll get another Smoke Grenade. I'm actually going to bounce off this Xe, just in case he was to play something that... Does he have no Elixir? I mean, he did do it... Oh, God. See... I didn't know we were that low. So yeah, this guy, I don't know, man. I'm not too sure that this is the winning defense here. Boss Bandit dash! Boss Bandit dash! Okay. She wasn't going to make it to the tower. I thought she was going to dash on the tower. We could get a cool double dash going. But yeah, this is a kind of weird deck because it's not typically... When you think bridge spam, I usually think P.E.K.K.A. bridge spam with Battle Ram, with Ghost, with Bandit. You typically have cards that pressure the bridge. With this deck, it's kind of all reliant on your Ram and your Boss Bandit and counter pushing with the Evo Xe. I don't care at all. I'm going to just Vines this. We're going to pin it to the ground. It's going to be 1 HP. We're going to hit the double dash real quick. We're going to Evo Snowball. We could connect to the tower off this. Okay, we're not going to quite connect to the tower off this, but I can just keep spamming my ability. And, oh, that Xe's lined up. He's lined up. He's lined up. That's game 1, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, Evo Berserker and also Archer split first play. That means we're facing not Expo. Hallelujah. I actually don't know how this deck does against Expo, but I mean, Expo is just never fun regardless of what you're playing, unless you're playing Recruits or E-Giant, or maybe it is fun. Maybe it is fun. I don't know. I'm just biased against Expo, but it's not Expo. And the great thing about the Evo Xe specifically is single-handed dominance against mid-ladder decks. And again, when I say mid-ladder decks, I kind of just mean any deck that's not your typical average deck. It's just, you know, people playing stuff for fun. Like, come on. What do you got, Vines? Okay, sure. We'll take a little bit of damage there. That's okay. Xe, move! Okay, bro's just not moving. I'm going to get the nastiest Boss Bandit connection here. Not going to lie. Oh, Ram Rider's edging me. Boss Bandit, you're going to come in and you're going to do great work here because he did overspend on that little push there. Depending on what he plays, we've got dashes. I'm not going to spam the dash until he plays something that makes me get the dash off. Okay, we'll just do this and then kill one of the barbs. And, you know, maybe this defense will be a little easier because we spent 1 elixir to kill a barb. You know, who knows? The Furnace doing a good job here. Furnace actually, I think it's a very solid card still after that nerf. Even if it's not one of the top end cards, you're getting a really nice range on the unit's attack speed, which is going to let it sit down and DPS things from far. You're also getting swarm control. Overall, just a really like solid card that might not be top end of the meta now, but is just a viable option. And I love that. So I'm going to Vines this here, low key. And he might freeze. Honestly, don't really care too much because that's going to get like 2 hits. And then we can just... Okay. We could just go with the Boss Bandit here since we do have that Xe ready. If he does barbs like really high, then we can go in with the ability just to... You got a barbs. You got a barbs at one point. And that's not the point, buddy. That's not the point. We're going to get that ram to the tower. And as you can see, let me squeeze out another dash from this Boss Bandit, actually. Beautiful. And before he can get his reins together and freeze, we're going to kill the whole minion horde. Yeah, the mid-ladder decks are just, they're not able to... We got to be a little careful, obviously, because I can't get the last bit of damage. I guess I can get the last bit of damage. What is it with me and just jinxing myself? Like, why is that a thing? Snowball for Evo Barbs. Okay, he just wants to be corny and loggy. You're gonna lose your tower anyways! Just barbs! So I don't look like an idiot and I can actually get a TikTok clip. Thank you, Mark. Ooh, looks like we've got log bait. That's going to be a fun match. I think log bait is always something we kind of can outplay, given that we have the boss bandit. He has a prince. Okay, maybe this just got a little bit harder. Prince bait is different. Prince bait is different for sure, but I mean, it's genuinely usually the same thing. What I'm going to do here is vines this. It's going to kill all the little backup support there. He's going to be forced to do something else. I think I'm going to try and get a last second dash in here so we can dash back. Beautiful. Dash on. Okay, nice. That works, to be honest. Maybe I shouldn't have dashed there, but to be honest, not that bad. Now that the gang is out, I'm going to go with the Ram Rider here. We're going to finish off, play some defense with the Ram Rider, and also at the same time, we're going to get a little bit of damage. That was post-nerf Ram Rider, by the way. She would have got a charge there, but I'll still take my 400. But here's something I'm actively looking at, especially against decks like Bait and like Bridge Spam. We always want to be being careful about how much I'm spending on any given push, because it is extremely easy to be in a very good spot and then just overcommit and instantly lose. Like, that's just kind of how it goes against beautiful furnace value. A lot of these decks that maybe you have matchup on paper, but the moment you spend a little bit too much elixir, you're kind of just screwed. I'll go in with the Ram Rider here, and I'll assume Rascals come in. We'll see though. He's gonna have to play them a little bit awkwardly. I'll get the vines going. We should be able to get that charge. Beautiful. Princess is also on the wrong thing, so we were able to get an extra hit out of that. Okay, let's go boss bandit because it's going to cancel out this dash, assuming we actually dash on that, not the goblins. No, I'm falling for the positioning. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I cannot do that. I need to make sure that we're watching where the barrels are going. Okay, let's get our snowball ready, and then I'll go with this. And I don't think there's a need to dash here. We'll just get that Ram Rider on. That's not gonna. Is that gonna charge? No. Oh, that's so lame, man. Okay, the Dark Goblin's 1 HP, though. So that kind of helps. Go Boss Bandit here. I'm going to go with the guards. I think I am going to Bar Barrel in this. And then I can just... I'm going to Vines this one. Honestly, you probably could have made an argument for Vining the little one. But look, he had to take 1 billion damage from that Boss Bandit. So we kind of just traded damage. It's absolutely worth it for me. But I just want to be, I'm just trying to be careful. Like, I'd rather let the decoy goblins get more damage, if possible, just because they do less damage ever since that one nerf. All right, we'll get Boss Bandit going over here. He's going to have to play, ooh, I think I just want to dash back here and Exy, and this should be able to get some good value. Nice. Beautiful. We're getting bonus damage over here. Oh, that almost hit the Dark Gobby. Beautiful. Executioner. We'll follow up with the Ram Rider as well. I'm low-key just gonna tank the barrel. Like that's just aura. I'm sorry, tanking the barrel is aura. Where are you going, Goggins? You can't Goblin Barrel me. Brother, there is an Evo Exy and a Ram Rider. You cannot go with your Goblin Barrel. Oh, fun. A Lava Hound player. I low-key don't know how to feel about this, because now this is the weird part here. Hold on. Let me dash back and Bar Barrel here, and this might be able to... Oh, that just did not do what I thought it was going to do at all. Okay. Well, hey, it kind of works because the goal, part of the goal is to force out my opponent's elixir so that he's not able to fully back up his Lava Hound push. But what I was trying to say is I don't necessarily hate this matchup, which is weird because you'd figured I would, because, you know, as a lava player, I don't necessarily hate this matchup. I've low-key been winning it a couple of times. This is probably the worst start I've had from, like, an Exy perspective, but I think we could still make the comeback, given that I didn't know he was playing the Tombstone version. Now I do, so I'm going to play my offense a little bit differently. He's got a Fireball as well. I think it's just classic lava, which means we've got Valk and Tomb to worry about on the ground. So that's what we're thinking of every time we go in with the pressure. So I'm thinking Boss Bandit plus Furnace as my next pressure is going to be really good. I know it's double, though, so it's going to be a little bit more interesting. Or we could get a Boss Bandit or a Ram Rider involved. We'll see. I was trying to time up a Lava Hound there. It does not quite go as planned. I'll go with the Furnace here anyways, though. All right, nice. And now we should be able to go Ram Rider opposite lane because he did just use both of his ground counters. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Yeah, so classic lava in this day and age is kind of crazy. Does overcommit on that, which is, I mean, kind of fine because there's nothing I can do about it. So, got to think about a way to pressure this properly. I'm going to go with the, I think I'm going to go with an Evo Exy on offense here. Followed up with a Boss Bandit, which is a little dumb, but you got to trust the process, bro. Okay, so he misses the Boss Bandit. Nice. I'm going to Sneeball this back. We killed it. Beautiful. We're going to kill that. All right, we're locked. We're locked. We're locked. We're locked. We're locked. Now we can get a Furnace that... Actually, hold on. He's going to give me the whole tower, so I'm going to Guards here. I'm a Guards. I'm a Vines. We're going to get this low enough. Oh, okay. My guards are just, I mean, through the Lava Hound, we're just targeting the thingamabobber, I guess. That's cool. But anyways, yeah, I mean, they're with spending all of my offensive, like, error countering cards on offense there's not really much I can do to defend the Lava Hound after I already used them. Why was that sentence so hard to get out? Okay, let's go Boss Bandit. Xy's gonna have to be killed by, like, he's gonna have to use something like some sort of dragons on it, I think, if he wants to be able to kill that. So I don't think he's gonna be able to protect that Lava Hound. I could low-key Vines this so we can kill the Skelly Drags, which is kind of hot. Okay, and I'll go with another Furnace. This will help on defense. As you can see, Ram Rider breaking through as well. Help on defense versus the Mega Minion and the Lava Hound both. And then, we've got a little bit of a counter push I want to try and do something with. He could probably just Valk on top of this, though, so I want to be a little bit careful. Okay, nice. I'm going to Schneeball so we can keep the Xe alive for a second. It's going to help deal with the lava. Look at the guards doing big damage in the other lane as well. Then we can get a second Xe down, even though the Lava Hound's already dead. I don't even know if I needed that Xe, but I saw the Skelly Drags and the Mega Minion. I'm like, I need to get that out of there. I need to get that out. Okay, I'm going to do this. He could go Tombstone, so I'm going to try and nuke the Tombstone out here. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to pre-Vines. Unfortunately, we did miss by like a hair, but that might let me charge. Oh, okay. Unfortunately, not quite. But the Xe, dude, it already took the lava down to half health. Damn, that boy cooking. Okay, let me go Boss Bandit, snowball this back. Xy's doing good work. I'm gonna Vines everything down to the ground. We should dash onto the Skelly Drag. Beautiful. Then we can Xe last second. This should be no hits. Beautiful. Okay, we still got a Boss Bandit. Now I've got another Boss Bandit down, so you have to deal with two of them. Oh, that's a big dash. That is a big dash and a big hit. Beautiful. Okay, now that that's over there, we can go with the Bar Barrel here. We can try and snowball as well to nuke this out. He's going to zap. He's going to zap. So it might be in our best interest to go Vines here. Beautiful, baby. We get another hit. And now with only 83 health left and 2,600 on our tower, we're not going to be able to get back to another spell. Or at least not one that kills the King Tower. But that was still... Oh, come on. That was still good. A good comeback after a bit of a rocky start.